there's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero!
Yeah, there's 5 seconds left now.
Beastmaster.
Go, Dire Team! Pick him up! Pick him out!
Oh man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero!
Alright everybody,
It'll be fine.
welcome back to the Dota 2 Canada Cup Season 6. This is Game 2 of Shazam versus Complexity Gaming.
It's reserve time!
Looks like Shazam has opened up with the IO Invoker ban, and Complexity is countered with an Oracle Venge ban. Looks like Shazam's first two picks are the Beastmaster Earth Spirit, and Complexity follows up with a Bat Rider.
Oh man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero!
5 seconds, Morty. It'll be fine. Well, what do you know? It's reserve time.
So Complexity dropping into their reserve time already here. Haven't quite decided what they want to go with this Bat Rider. They already have the Oracle removed, so they don't need to worry about picking up the Oracle as a deny pick. Actually go for the Darkseer, so they secure their mid and they secure their off lane with their first two picks.
Oh man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero!
Yeah, there's 5 seconds left now.
And once again, guys, I am the Opinion Engineer, streaming
Reserve
to you
time.
live here on YouTube. One of the only people who uses YouTube, it seems, besides the ticket watchers on the Dota 2 live stream channels.
Radiant team band!
So if you're looking for something other than Mott, and it's Mott and Grand casting on the other
Dire
channel.
Team band.
So if you're looking for not Grand, I'm your location, streaming to you in glorious 1080p 60 frames a second. And bans continue from Complexity. They ban out the Viper and they ban out the Lone Druid. So they really didn't enjoy playing versus two of the heroes that Shazam actually used last time. So they just go ahead and toss them out. And Shazam will throw out the Chen and the Undying to make sure they don't have to deal with any dumb push strats or anything like that. So the Death Prophet is still in the pool. If Shazam wanted to pick that up to go for their mid, this Beastmaster is likely going to be their offlaner, and this Earth Spirit will be their supporter.
Oh man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero!
5 seconds, Morty. It'll be fine.
Reserve time!
And dropping into the reserve time on Shazam here. They're not really sure what they want to pick up for their third hero. Try to decide what to best counter the Bat Rider with, most likely.
Reserve time.
So they go for the Dazzle, and that long-range Grave will do pretty good if the Bat manages to blink lasso somebody away from the rest of Shazam.
10 seconds
We
left
see
to
a
pick
Lesh
hero.
coming up
Come on,
from
Dire Team,
Complexity
pick it,
here.
Pick it good.
They had pretty good success last time, even with just a support Lesh. So I'm not surprised to see them pick it up again. He's a nice stun. He's got some nice push. He's all around a useful hero, and they can run him as support. They can run him as an offlaner. They probably won't run him as a mid with the Batrider, but they could run the Batrider in the off lane. But with the Darkseer in the game, the Darkseer is going to be your offlaner. This Lesh is likely a
5
support.
seconds left now.
And Shazam's down to only 20 seconds of reserve time here, so they need to pick up the game a little bit here and figure out exactly what strategy they want to go with. And they're trying to figure out how best to deal with that Lesh from last time.
Oh man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero.
So they decide the Nyx Assassin,
Radiant
and
team
that
pick.
should deal with Lesh fairly easily with the mana burn, and it gives them an extra stun.
Spirit Breaker.
So Complexity
Dire
instantly
Team
picks up the
ban.
Spirit Breaker, so that'll likely round up their supports, and we should see a carry ban come out from Shazam here. And we should see a carry ban come out from Complexity. So they actually ban out
Radiant
the
team ban.
Bane from Shazam, worrying that this might be like a core Lesh, I guess.
Go,
And they
Dire
ban out the
Team, pick 'em up,
Dusa
pick 'em out.
from Shazam, so they are on the same track as myself.
Oh man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero.
5 seconds, Morty. It'll be fine. Well,
So
what do you know?
Shazam
It's
only has
reserve
5
time.
seconds here to actually pick up a
Yeah,
carry.
5 seconds left now.
And they actually go for the Spectre, so they're looking
Come on,
to
Radiant
take this
team, you gotta
game
pick 'em right.
long, and Complexity will likely look to finish this one off fairly early. At least in the mid game instead of the late game.
Sven stands ready.
So Complexity goes for the Sven, so as I expected, the Lesh is a support, the Spirit Breaker is a support, it's a mid Batrider, it's an off-lane Darkseer. So we see black on this Nyx Assassin. He'll likely take that down the middle. I guess black is now playing mid. And X here is their hard carry. A bit new for me to see blacks in the mid role, but that's okay. Black can play pretty much
We'll be
anything.
fine. Let's party!
So we see a instant TP out from this Dazzle to get a nice deep ward going over here. We see a limp on the Batrider heading up with the Spirit Breaker, the Darkseer, and the Handskin Leshrac to secure this top area. And we'll see Sven by himself actually head bottom. And the only contestant he's going to have... That looks like they will split off 3 and 2. And they'll send this Black Nyx Assassin and MSS Earth Spirit down to the bot. They'll send Handskin over on the Lesh to help out the Sven. Sven's going to be able to see that boar, so he knows that the Beastmaster knows he's here. So we'll see what they want to do with that knowledge. There's actually no one in the top now besides the Spirit Breaker, so he'll be able to pick up this rune fairly easily. This lone Spectre isn't going to be able to do anything versus Spirit Breaker and
Who's
Darkseer.
blowing that stupid horn?
Alright, so Black picks up the Bounty Ruin from Shazam, and the Spirit Breaker picks up the Bounty Ruin from Complexity. Bit of a hand holding going on. So Black actually starts with a completed magic wand, not just a stick. A little bit different, but versus the Batrider, you definitely want at least a stick, because he will be spamming out that sticky napalm. Up top here, we'll see X going up against this Dark Seer, Spirit Breaker. Be kind of difficult for him until his supports are able to harass away, you know, this Dark Seer, or at least this Spirit Breaker, so he can get a couple last hits. So right now we can see this Bat Rider leading, and this Nyx Assassin will have a pretty rough time. He'll just be looking to try to get levels, really. Hopefully not die right away. Carapace coming out, and that'll end the engagement on him. But he's got 11 stick charges, so he'll be fine. Handskin and Brax trading a little bit of farm down here on the bottom. Bottle already up for the limp on this Bat Rider. So we see the courier bring out a salve for Black. So he is still 300 gold from his bottle, and he's really going to be hurting until he can actually get that bottle up. So we can see Shazam doing a little bit of pulling here to try to mess with this swindled Darkseer as much as they can.
Double damage.
See a DD Lash, she'll be able to get some nice harass onto Brax if Brax sticks his nose out again. Alright, so here comes the bottle. Oh, it's boots. So this Black isn't actually going to go for a bottle first. He's got to get the boots so he can actually get away when the sticky napalms are stacked up on him. He just moves too slow otherwise. So we see this Chessy Sven just having a grand old time down here on the bottom. We were farming uncontested. This Beastmaster is just trying to do some little bit of jungling up top here. And Handskin actually be able to find himself a kill if he comes up here and picks off. But he's got this Hawk to scout out, so he's able to back up and pop the salve. So we see the Earth Spirit and we see the Nyx Assassin rotating around, and this will likely be your first blood here. Ideally for Shazam, it's on to Handskin. He's gonna draw a lot of time before he actually does get killed here, but eventually he will die to this Earth Spirit and this Beastmaster.
First blood.
And there's a nice level 2 for the Beastmaster and a nice level 2 up for the Spirit Breaker now. So that'll help out Brax a little bit here by getting a half a level for each of them from that. Still, Chessie's already up to level 4 here, so Brax is just going to have to continue to farm. And the Bat Rider actually goes down to this Nyx Assassin Earth Spirit, so that'll help the lane a little bit for Black here. And now he actually has a bottle coming out.
Regeneration.
And we see a bunch of various other items coming out for MSS. And there, I think there's one for Brax on there. So as we can see, about 700 gold going in the way of Shazam. Jesse's still farming away. Already got his power treads completed. He has 9 last hits over this Spectre, which really is not terrible considering what the Spectre is dealing with up here. So the Spectre is not having too much trouble with this Darkseer with this Dazzle behind him. He's able to keep him fairly healed up.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
See, bottle boots and 250 gold up for this Bat Rider. Swindle is sitting on a Soul Ring, Stout Shield. No boots yet for him. The Spirit Breaker's not careful here. He might die to the long range boulder. Looks like, okay, they're going to try to make a go onto Z-Freak here. No poison touch available, and he'll charge away with no stun. And he manages to get that Ion Shield on him as he heads out. Looks like he's just charging down the mid here. And he'll cancel it before he actually gets to the mid. Pop a salve and be right back in the bot. So it looks like he's actually going to head back up top here. So we see Hanskin just kind of farming away on some jungle creeps here, and that's how he is getting so much farm. He's up to level 4 already. How's Brax doing on this Beastmaster? Just barely level 4. Got the Iron Talon of Desperation out, but that'll help him farm fairly quickly here. So he'll try to get level 6 and get a nice roar onto somebody for some quick infusion of money. But it's going to be a while before that actually happens. See Swindle out here, Ring of Regen, Soul Ring up. Orb of Venom up on the Spirit Breaker. He's just working on some creeps. Black has up to 900 gold plus his Boots of Speed. Sven sitting on a Morbid Mask and Power Treads already, along with his Quelling Blade.
Bottom tower's under attack.
And looks like they'll look to do a little bit of damage onto this bottom tier 1. Brax is heading over to see if he can slow it down a little bit. Have to be careful to make sure he doesn't get storm hammered and killed by the 2 stuns sitting in this lane now.
They're going after Tire's bottom tower.
So MSS and Loom are heading over. Charge onto X here. This might be the death of him if they can catch him out. The Dazzle is up here as support. Cancel TP actually, so this Dazzle is going to drop to Z-Freak. Blows the Shallow Grave on himself, so X needs to make sure he doesn't get spotted out here. And X will be able to clean up this Spirit Breaker and this Rolling Boulder forwards onto the Darkseer, but no follow-up from him. X is too low to try to dagger in and go for a kill there. Hanskin continues just to farm up in the woods here. Chessie has now completed his Helm of the Dom. X goes for a Urn of Shadows, pretty standard for your Spectre. Black being charged in the mid here. Go back up and be safe under the tower here. Z-Freak will have to cancel that charge. So Hanskin and Chessie will be able to clean up this tier 1 8 minutes in. Not too bad.
Bottom tower just got destroyed. That was good playership.
Alright, so we see Limp on this Bat Rider here. Lasso up, he'll drag Loom over. They got plenty of stuns to be able to stop the Shallow Grave from actually coming out here. And so now he's only 420 gold away from his Blink Dagger. We can see Swindle kind of working away here on MSS, but he Boulder TP's out. And Sven kills off the Braxier. Haunt coming out from X. See if he can actually kill anybody here. Looks like he's going to commit onto Hanskin here. The Dazzle is able to kill off the Bat Rider with the help of Black's TP in, and Chessie will get away just fine. So in the end, a 2 for 1, almost 1,000 gold going the way of Shazam. They'll take that any day. So Black's up to 1,000 gold here. We'll look and see if he wants to go for a fast Blink Dagger. Swindle continues to lane cut, and he's got this tower down to a quarter already. Won't take him much longer to actually finish up this tower.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Bat Rider TPing in. Still short of the Blink Dagger. Looks like he stopped to finish up a wand. Probably bought a couple TP scrolls. Firefly up. And that'll actually probably cost him his life, because Black was able to just run in there and pop the Carapace. Oh, we might be able to get away here. The Sven coming in to turn this around. They'll kill MSS with a nice Stormbolt and a couple right clicks. Couldn't get the Grave out in time, I guess. Or maybe they weren't expecting the Sven to show up and just instigate him. And so that puts the Bat Rider back to 300 gold to go for his Blink Dagger. So the Spectre down here sitting on 1,000 gold. He's heading into the off lane to try to stop this Hanskin from just farming all he wants in the lane here. They really got to try to keep this Lesh from getting as much farm as he did last time. He had a lot of farm. Charge onto Brax here. Up top, the Darkseer's here in the area. Not much mana, so Z-Freak will have to cancel the dive because they don't really want to go underneath that tower with no creep wave behind him. But this should be the death at tower here. 3 creeps and a siege creep. Be able to clean up this dire creep wave fairly easy. We see Black stalking Handskin down here. He wants to try to help X set something up here on this Lash, but he's actually going to TP out. And a haunt into a kill onto Z-Freak's Spirit Breaker here. Swindle will survive. Looks like he's going to go for the quick mech. Blink Dagger up on Sven, plus another 200 gold.
Dire's top tower.
So we see a nice little fight for Shazam there. Sven is 38 last hits ahead of the Spectre now. He's just a monster. Let's jump over to net worth. So he is almost 2,000 gold ahead of this Spectre. So he is having a great game. Smoke up from Limp along with his fresh Blink Dagger. So this will be a kill wherever he chooses to go. Ideally, they're able to pick off the Spectre. Looks like he'll TP mid, smoke up, and see what they can run into first. If they run up this way, they'll either find this Dazzle. Probably find this Dazzle first, and the Dazzle will pop the smoke. So they'll likely go for the Dazzle. The Dazzle runs right by him. And now the Spectre's going to show up. Oh, the Spectre's so close. Okay, they see the Spectre. Blink lasso onto the Spectre. And a nice easy kill onto the Spectre. A nice reveal of the Blink Dagger there. So that's exactly what you want out of a smoke Blink Dagger reveal. Brax just a recipe away from finishing up his first level of books. He's sitting on about 700 gold to go for that. After that Spectre pick off, Complexity will look to push down this mid tier 1. And we'll see Shazam group up and look to defend this. They don't want to give this up for free. Kick forward, Blackson, Vendetta. He'll go for a nice hit onto Handskin. Haunt in from X. Roar onto Swindle. Magnetize comes out. If they're lucky, they'll be able to finish off Swindle here. He just barely, thanks to that urn, he will die. So a nice 2-0 defense for Shazam there. Just what they want to see. Makes up for the Spectre dying. Robe of the Magi comes up for him, so he'll be going for a Drums next. See a nice boost of gold over to the Dazzle here, so the Dazzle will be able to finish up his Arc Boots. Brax still working away on his book. MSS on this Earth Spirit. He's got all the stuff for an urn as well. I wonder if he realizes they just don't care, probably. It's not too bad to double up on the urn. It's not ideal, but it happens. Looks like Black finished up Arcane Boots, and he's got a Blink Dagger on this Courier. 600 gold up on Bat Rider. We'll look and see if he wants to go for a Force Staff next. Mech is completed on the Darkseer. This Sven has an Ogre Club and another 600 gold, so he'll be looking to finish up a BKB next. God Strength actually comes out to clean up this Ancient Cramp, and that'll get him a Mithril Hammer, so he's got 1,300 gold away from a BKB. They can see Loom sitting here as a nice juicy target. Blink forward would get him, but he's going to take a lot of tower damage here, and he might have just been out of range there when he decided to go for it. There's the drums coming out for the Spectre. So a nice combat build for the Spectre. He's not going for the I'll sit in the jungle for the first 25 minutes while I farm. Charge onto Black here. Magnetize comes out from MSS. Lasso onto MSS to make sure he doesn't get away. Charged onto Black here. They'll be able to pick up Black eventually. They're not going to lose sight of him. Blink forward by Limp. Carapace will go down. They already killed this tower up here, so they'll be able to clean up Black Haunt comes in to kill the Darkseer in the back lines there. So in the end, a 2 for 1. You're mid for your off lane plus a support. But we can see here, still in the favor of Complexity. And then they lose the Dazzle in the mid to a Spirit Breaker ult charge.
I'll take that.
And so another
Whoa,
go
Dire's
to
bottom
Complexity.
tower's
Smoke
under attack.
comes out for Shazam. Looks like they want to try to catch these guys at the tower.
Dire's middle
That tower's going to die, so they'll look to see if they can pick off any stragglers in the woods here. Black TP's in, throws up the Vendetta. Instant Sentry Ward comes out.
Oh boy, Dire's
Roar
middle
onto
tower.
Limp. They'll hopefully be able to clean him up before the rest of the team gets up, and they both die. And Black is able to finish off this Bat Rider and get away with his life, but it cost him 2 people anyway, so not really worth it in the end. Spectre's up to 1,600 gold on top of the drums. We can see what he wants to pick up next. He might actually save for the Radiance now, or he might go for a more tanky item if he wants to go straight into a heart or something, but then he's not going to have any damage, so likely it's going to be a Radiance.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Check the graphs here. So 7,500 gold in the way of Complexity and 7,500 experience in the way of Complexity. Swindle continues to farm. He's up to 1,100 gold plus a cloak. Chessie completed an SNY. He actually didn't go for the BKB. Black Blink Dagger and 1,000 gold. This Dazzle, just wards coming out for him. This Earth Spirit has decided to not finish up his urn yet. Beastmaster, 600 gold away from second recipe on the second level of book there. Black scouting these guys out a little bit here. They know that the bat blinked in this general direction. So the Haunt comes in from X, and this will be the death of the Bat Rider, assuming they get him before he makes it over Eclipse. Charge in by Z-Freak here. He's going all in for this Spectre here. And we can see the Sven coming in. He'll blink forward. He'll Stormhammer onto the Spectre here. He still has the Shallow Grave if he needs it. Throws the early Shallow Grave. Magnetize comes out from the Earth Spirit. A lot of damage coming in. Spectre is still alive. A couple more hits. He died to the Diabolic Edict. The Sven comes out alive still by running away like a true carry. Black's hunting him, but Black won't find him in time. So in the end, that was actually better for the Shazam lineup. They lost their Spectre, which isn't the greatest, but he actually gained gold as a result of that, so the Spectre won't be able to complain too much. He's up to 2,400 gold now. We'll see what he wants to pick up next. Black still hunting through the woods here. Chessie now has an Ogre Club. Now he'll probably pick up the BKB.
Dire's middle tower is under
Staff
attack.
of Wizardry up from Limp. And a couple pieces of his Force Staff. That's actually his full Force Staff flying out to him now. Swindle up to 1,700 gold. He's probably saving for a Blink Dagger. Book 2 is out for the Beastmaster. He's 900 gold away from Book 3. Smoke up from Complexity. Not able to secure anybody. They might try to go in for this Roche. Shazam knows they're in the area. But in this tight of a space, Complexity has the advantage with all of their AoE. So they'll pull out before Shazam is able to get in there. Boulder comes in to scout out Roche. And they actually throw out the Weave to try to catch anybody in there. Blink forward from Limp. Not able to actually catch this Dazzle. Handskin really is getting up there. Roar comes out for Handskin. 4 staff forwards. They'll clean him up. Haunt comes out. Jumps forward onto this. Oh, nice vacuum wall from the Darkseer. Turns this fight right around for him. They lose 4. Spectre is down in the bottom here, TPing out. So the bat actually got caught out a little bit because of the Firefly. Black ran in with the Carapace, but a nice vacuum wall came out from the Darkseer and secured that fight and Roshan in the way of complexity. Certainly taken them a while for this. Didn't really have too much in the way of minus armor. Chessie clears up some space in his inventory. Dazzle comes in. He might throw out a weave just to kind of annoy him a little bit there.
Just delivered a bunch of goodies to the Radiant.
The Spectre's up to 3,300 gold. He'll try to pick off Handskin here. Shouldn't have too much trouble. Doesn't have Haunt yet, but he's got a drum charge if he needs it. Charge onto X. He's got the Bat Rider close behind him. He decides to cancel that. Black was in the area. MSS was in the area. And so that's 4,100 gold up for the Spectre. Courier's flying out to the secret shop, and we'll see if he picks up the relic or if he picks up, say, like a Reaver or something. And it's a relic, so it'll be a Radiance up for this Spectre.
Oh, Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Sven going down to actually D this bottom. So Shazam actually hasn't taken a sync power yet. And they're still holding onto this game. Oh boy. So 10,000 gold in the way of complexity. But 6 towers still up for Shazam to take down. So 3 towers is about 1,000 gold a tower for the team. So that's 3,000 gold to be taken on the map at least.
Morty, they're going after Tyre's bottom tower.
Looks like Complexity wants to group up and try to take out this mid-tier 2. So big of a fight. Shazam actually wants to make a blink lasso onto Bloom. He gets out the grave. That'll be a wasted blink. Nice vacuum wall coming out. The Dazzle goes down. They're able to pick off the Lesh in the back of that. Limp goes on to Spectre. He's got 3 people chasing him now. The Spectre is probably going to die here and charge onto the Spectre. So this will be the death of the Spectre.
He's from Boston because he's wicked sick.
And now they'll be able to turn around, clean up this creep wave a little bit, and take out this tower like they originally planned. Beastmaster picks up his book 3. And 700 gold going in the way of complexity. Boulder comes out to delay things a little bit. They want to actually kill Black here. They jump in. Carapace just annoys them all. He throws up the Vendetta. Gets away. They'll go back to the tower now. They got a little bit of ADD here. Can't quite commit onto a structure. Finally clean up the tower. And now they'll head top to start pushing it out. And the rest of the heroes will head into the jungle to clean up some farm. Black is here. Gets some nice damage out onto Chessie. He still has an Aegis though, so even if they kill him here, he's going to have to come back with full life. And most of the team will be here soon, so Shazam just needs to run. Blink Stormhammer onto Black. Couple stuns coming out. Black will get away just fine. See if he wants to go for another blink here. Nice vacuum coming out from Swindle. Blink lasso onto MSS here. They might be able to pick off his Earth Spirit before he throws out the Magnetize. And the Shallow Grave again saves him. He'll roll up into safety. Urn Charge taking him down. He might die to that urn there. And he'll live after the wand charges. So they got the Aegis. That'll deny the push a little bit there. The Spectre about 50 gold away from finishing up the Radiance, so she'll be pretty happy in a second.
Oh, Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Blink up, hood up on this Darkseer. Look and see if he wants to finish up a pipe or if he wants to go for something like Guardian Greaves. Finally gonna lose a tower on the side of Complexity, but it's a denial. Just rubbing salt in the wounds at this point. And so we see the Greaves come out for the Darkseer. Blink Lasso onto Black. He'll keep him up on the high ground. He's got the Sven coming in. He's got the Spirit Breaker charging in. Radiance completed by the Spectre. That's still a long time on Roche. So now Complexity will likely head over towards the top tower. Now they'll swing back. They have Handskin down here pushing up the bot lane. Oh, they actually spot out this Spectre here, so charge onto him. Blink gonna come up in a second. Roar comes out. Nice vacuum wall. No lasso up yet, though. Nice Blink Stormhammer. They're really trying to kill this Spectre. They can't quite get it done, though, and the Brave finally ran out. They'll clean up the Spectre. They'll clean up the Dazzle. They won't be able to clean up they're going really deep here. This Sven is just on a mission. He might be able to kill this Earth Spirit. Just get out of there. I don't know why they're so deep. They don't even have this tier 2 yet. They're just diving at this point. Swindle will get out. He's got the Guardian Greaves up. Everybody will get out alive, so, you know, just a little bit of intimidation factor. Maybe they're trying to just force out the early GG buy, showing we don't care, we'll jump ahead. 5k gold on this Sven now. Oh, I haven't looked at this. He is more than doubled up of this. Oh, he's a little under doubled up of this Spectre. This Sven is just dominating. And here comes a Moon Shard out for Chessie. So he's going to be hitting extremely hard, extremely fast.
But Dire's top tower just fell.
Things are getting dire.
Oh, nice, Morty. Good one.
Boots of Travel comes out for this bat. Everybody's very rich on the side of Complexity. Minus this Hansi, and he gave the Spirit Breaker a little of the farm this time. But he still has a, you know, what, Power Treads or Staff Vitality Booster. He's doing pretty good. Black's got the Aether Lens up. Disassembled his Arcane Boots. He's got another 1,300 gold on top of that. He'll throw up the Vendetta. You'll see Limp heading up through the jungle. Decides against going onto that. I don't know, a little bit of trash talk coming up from Swindle. I don't know what the problem is there. Some people just can't win with grace. So we see a TP onto this. Really, we didn't want those boars to be alive. So he blinks forward, kills out those boars. That was pretty much free for him because he still had the tower buff on him. Well, we see them just kind of sitting in base. They're going to have to sit in base and just turtle up for a while here. Complexity will wait for the next Roche before they try to push in. They are ahead, but there's no need of being careless. They're 20k up. So 20k in 30 minutes is not good for Shazam. This is definitely Complexity's game to lose at this point. So we'll see if they can manage to throw this game. Vlad's out on the Spirit Breaker. MSS, Iron Talon. Medallion up on this Dazzle. Arcane Boots. Spectre sitting on 1,000 gold after his Radiance. This Beastmaster working on a Blink. This Bat Rider. Boots of Travel. 1,000 gold. Blink, Gem. 4 staff. He jumps over trying to get this Spectre. You gotta charge up on him. They have full vision of him right now. Won't be able to get him before he makes it into the base. Alright, Roche just popped up, and fortuitous double damage up on Chessie here. This Roche is going to just get chunked through. Look and see if they want to give the Aegis to Chessie. He'd have to consume his Moon Shard or get rid of something for it here. They don't actually want to take this right now. They'd rather just kill these guys and win. So they pop out of the base. They'll make a nice little circuit here, and then they'll just blink back into the Roche pit, and Chessie will continue off. 3,000 gold up on him. We'll see what they want to do about this Aegis in a second. So he eats the Moon Shard and picks up the Aegis. Cheese up on somebody, and you see there was no cheese. That was second Roche. First Staff of Wizardry up on this last. She'll be picking up a Rod of Atos. Pipe is completed on this Darkseer, and so now Complexity just needs to keep the lanes pushed in and pick a lane and destroy it. Satanic completed for the spend. He is all in at this point. But he's got the Aegis, so he doesn't really care about buyback gold. Looks like they're setting up. They see the Spectre out of the base here. Blink, Force Staff, Lasso onto the Spectre. Followed up by a Splitter. They got a charge onto him. He won't be getting away anytime soon. And nice back into wall. Black jumps forward. Guardian Greaves comes out. Haunt comes out from the Spectre. Just chaos in the middle here, but we can see Complexity is coming out on top. The Spectre buys back, jumps onto the Haunt Illusions, and there's a dieback from the Spectre, and that'll likely be the game here. Complexity will come up to this tower, destroy the tower. They have creeps pushing in at the bottom. They have creeps pushing in at the top. They have creeps pushing in the middle. This is all in Complexity's hands right now. Black jumps forward. Nice blink into Carapace. Now, see if Complexity can keep their minds on the objectives here rather than start well diving.
A sea of abuse.
So you got 50 seconds before the Spectre comes up, 16 seconds before this Beastmaster comes up, and 25 seconds before the Roar actually comes up on the Beastmaster. So it's like he doesn't exist for the next 20 seconds. Nice back into Stormhammer coming out. And there goes one lane of racks, and they'll head down to the bottom, it looks like, clean up a couple creeps, and help this wave push in. Still have 25 seconds before the Spectre pops up. They'll be able to pick off Black a couple times. Alright, there's Black dead. Tower is still up. Buyback comes out on Black. Buyback comes out on the Air Spirit. They do not want to give this one up for free. Trying to buy time until the Spectre can come up. He won't have a Haunt, though, until another 20 seconds. Roll forwards. Another lane of racks down. Alright, the Spectre is now up. He needs another 15 seconds before the Haunt is actually up. Complexity will actually TP out. I thought it was going to be a smoke back for a second, but they're all out of mana, so they'll head back to the base. Aegis, they still have 2 minutes, so we'll see them all TP up to the top, and they'll just look to push this and win. Radiance coming out for this Spirit Breaker. Does that tell you how the game's going, folks? So, in 1,000 gold, all of Complexity will be ahead of Shazam. And this graph is going to say, yeah, those are 10k lines now, so that's almost 40k in the advantage of Complexity. And they're grouping up in double damage up on Chessie. Still has a while. This will be Complexity or Shazam's last stand here. They have the Haunt up. They're out of the base though. Spectre, well, Spectre TP's home, comes out of the well. Blink Lasso onto Black. They'll pick him off before the fight really gets started. Blink Stormhammer onto MSS. Nice back wall onto Brax. And they just call it. Not even going to bother trying to Haunt. Not going to try to finish this up. This is the game, folks. Alright, so this was the Dota 2 Canada Cup. I am Opinion Engineer. You can find me at Opinion Engineer on Twitter. you're already on my YouTube channel, check out my other videos. If you're bored, you can find me on Facebook at An Engineer's Opinion. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Would love some feedback. This is my 3rd day of doing this. I'll continue to do this in the future. Otherwise, you guys have a great night. We will see you next time.